So what are you doing to get ready for Trump? And why is it? There's probably some small discussion about this, but not in the media. The argument for divestment that has been made by Democrats, by and large, and by the media, for Donald Trump saying, that's it, I'm selling everything, excuse me, and even my kids are not going to own any Trump stuff anymore. Right? Eric and Donald, I'm going to do the same thing my dad did with me. Here's $1 million, go start an empire. Only inflation adjusted. Here's $100 million, go start an empire. Or here's $1 billion, go start, but whatever. And we'll just sell all this stuff to somebody else. And the argument that's being made is that it's the right thing to do, that a president shouldn't be, benefiting from his business. And because Trump's brand is worldwide, and he's getting money from people all over the world, and now Duterte, for example, in the Philippines, there's a Trump property in the Philippines, right, as I mentioned before. And Kurt Eichenwald is reporting that the guy the family who owns that, here it is. The contracts for Trump branding deals reviewed by Newsweek show that they require a multi-million-dollar upfront payment as well as 25% of the developer's revenue year after year. So under the deal, Trump's children will be paid millions of dollars to their father's presidency by Jose E.B. Antonio, the head of Century Properties. Okay, so he's the guy who actually owns the Trump hotels, or the Trump towers in the Philippines. Is this guy Jose Antonio? Guess who President Duterte in the Philippines just named the Philippines Special Envoy to the United States? Yep, Jose E.B. Antonio. So all over the world, it's already started. So this is the principal argument that's being made, is that this is just like bizarre, wrong, and completely contrary to the Constitution's emoluments clause that says that a president cannot take gifts from foreign powers. And theoretically, all of that is a gift, right? But I would say, if you want to talk Trump's language, if you want Donald Trump to pay attention, instead of saying, oh, what you're doing is wrong, he loves breaking rules. Oh, what you're doing is going to enrich you at the, and you're leveraging your position as president. Well, he loves leverage deals. Instead, what the press should be saying, and the shows that Trump watches, which is how he gets his information instead of, CIA briefers. Instead, the shows should be saying, the first time a Trump hotel is hit by a terrorist attack and a whole bunch of upscale guests are shot up or blown up or burned down, Trump properties all over the world are going to lose their value instantly. Nobody's going to want to live in a Trump property when everybody in the world realizes that people living in Trump properties are, have a bullseye on their back with regard to terrorists. And it doesn't have to be ISIL terrorists. It could be local independence movements. It could be local fascist or communist movements. It could be local crazy people. Anybody who has or even thinks that they have a beef with the United States could walk into any Trump hotel and, whip out the AR-14 and 15 and start firing away. Or plant some C4 in the bathrooms. And no, I'm not giving anybody ideas here. This is being discussed on Capitol Hill. I know that. I know that there are, and the intelligence community is wringing its hands about this. But our media won't discuss it, and they won't discuss it. I'm guessing because they're operating under that old journalistic thing of, well, we shouldn't talk about anything that terrible might happen. We wouldn't. It's like talking about the president being assassinated. You just don't do that, because somebody might take you seriously and blah, blah, blah. They're just basically afraid to talk about it. I think, frankly, they're afraid of upsetting Donald Trump. But they should be talking about it because it's a real possibility that has to be planned for by our intelligence agencies and, frankly, should be planned for by Trump's businesses. Are they at the very least going to put metal detectors in every Trump property in the world? I mean, look at how they've locked down his, Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue. Is that going to be the new norm for every Trump property? Are they going to market that as an amenity the way that they are Trump Towers in New York? They're now actually advertising. Hey, how'd you like a $2 million condo with Secret Service protection?
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann program. Call 202-808-9925.
I frankly doubt the Secret Service is going to extend protection to Trump properties in the Philippines. I seriously doubt it. We'll be back.